All right, here we go. Taking a look finally at the Kentucky OAKS contenders coming your way in that first Friday in the month of May. Top 14 qualifiers will be in the gate. Hopefully everybody is healthy and everything goes well. Let's go find out exactly what we're working with here. All right, let's get down to business. Taking a look at what's happening with your field. It is your top qualifiers, meaning their Life of Joy, Percy's Bar's got a mark next to it. Bella Ballerina's got a mark next to her. Counting Stars has got a mark. Prom Queen, always a runner. Explorer's got a mark. Zany is also interesting as well. She Be Smooth is a very, very talented 3-year-old filly. She gets a check mark there. My Miss Mo, then there's Search Party, Love Your Neighbor. Love Your Neighbor is one of those. I liked her a lot, but she just can't seem to push right on through. She might be able to peak on Oaks Day. And then there's Pashmina. Then you have the others. Paradise, a bottle of Rouge, Bank Shot, and then the one that has to be supplemented, but I think is the most dangerous if she somehow gets in with if there's some scratches, is Lorelei Lee. She has crazy speed, faster than anybody else in this field, and that's why she's intriguing. But she probably won't get in. So with that, let's take a look at our top 5. Explorer right now in the mix, speed, and then the question mark. Question mark has to do with her health, right? And if she's going to actually be ready to go on Oaks Day. Bella Ballerina has some speed but can stalk. Counting Stars is a closer. Percy's Bar is like mid-pack stalker, and then She Be Smooth is an absolute deep closer. She's like the modern day Zenyatta in her running style, not in her efficiency or success, just in her running style. So let's start here. Explorer. She had to scratch out on March 27th. She had a little fever, right? So that's just a little more than a month to go until the Oaks. So 5 weeks she'll have to recover. Trainer Bob Baffert says it takes about a week for them to knock that out and then get back into it. So that means she has a week where she's chilling, taking her antibiotics, then another week where they kind of start getting her back into it, and then she'll have 2 weeks of hardcore training to kind of get her ready to go. She's already had really nice works. She is experienced, so she should already have her fitness. It's just a matter of getting her back into it. She's so fast that if she's healthy, she is controlling speed. And even if she doesn't get the lead, let's say she's healthy, she's there, she doesn't break on top, it does not matter. She can sit just off of any runner who wants to be aggressive, and Explorer can push right past. But I would suspect on a day like this that she would just pop out and try to run them off their feet, which she can do. Not easily, but she can do it. And let's take a look at what she was able to do in her most recent performance. So she won the Honeybee at Oaklawn, and she didn't break on top. You see Counting Stars is in there, right? You see Search Parties in this race. It's good runners taken by the wind, good runners. But Nickel and Dime has the speed on that day. Rafael Bejarano pops out, tries to control the pace. Flavian Pratt sits off with Explorer and then just takes over after that and is able to score. She can do the same thing, or she can go on the front end and make everyone else try to run her down, which would be to their detriment. Could she have company on the front end? Maybe, but I don't think this runner really wants to do that, but they can. And that's Bella Ballerina. She can go to the front end. She has good speed. She could control the pace like she did in the Rachel Alexandra. And that was first off of a long layoff, so it was really impressive. Then you want to go back and see what she did in the Goldenrod. She sat just off the pace in a solid field of 10. So she is kind of similar to Explorer. I just believe that because of the experience factor, I believe Explorer is better. But Bella Ballerina is similar. And I don't think that they would want to scramble, like get mixed up in a speed duel, but I think that they want to be close, and I think that they would make sure that they're close to runners like Explorer. So you want to look at what Bella Ballerina has been able to do. So the thing about this race is this is the race where she had the lead, okay? Most recent running, and it was the Fairgrounds Oaks on March 21st, after she had controlled the pace in the Rachel Alexandra on Valentine's Day. So a little over a month later, she sat off the pace and then quickly took over when they turned for home and had the lead, and just like that, Life of Joy just ran right past her. Life of Joy got a decent setup there. I don't know how good Life of Joy is. She does not make my top 5, but she ran her down that day. So I don't know if Bella Ballerina wants the lead. I think she wants to sit and then try to get the jump on the rest of the field and then see if she can hold him off, right? Then we have a runner that is definitely going to be pretty far back, and that's Counting Stars. And Counting Stars, also running in that honeybee, running second on that particular day. May get up some ground, but couldn't get to your leader, who we've already talked about. Counting Stars does not have early speed, will be sitting just off, and needs the proper setup. But if she gets the proper setup, she'll come running. And so with the presence of Explora and Bella Ballerina, there could be a proper setup for Counting Stars. Now, Counting Stars was able to take over in the fantasy because Explora scratched. So Counting Stars basically kind of inherited the victory there, beating still some decent runners there, but they just weren't good enough, and Counting Stars took care of business that day. Once again, I think needs the setup, and I think is a step or two behind Explora and Ballerina, but I think that Counting Stars still figures because she's been a pretty consistent and honest runner in her 6 or 7 career starts. But will she get enough to run at? That's a good question. Then there's another runner. This is Percy's Bar. Percy's Bar has shown some versatility, but you can see there, when she ran in the Alcibiades as a 2-year-old, she tried to control the pace, she did, and then if you watch that race, she got a little leg weary in the stretch, and she bumped the other runner pretty severely, and that's why she was disqualified. I don't think she wants to be on the front end. I think she just happened to inherit the lead that day. She wants to sit off and make a run. And the way that she's successful, even though the jockey on the runner that she beat, Irad Ortiz, was pretty salty about the fact that Percy's Bar in the Ashland Stakes was able to kind of cut the corner and get the jump on Zany. And that was the difference on that particular day. But it was a great ride from Luan Machado. And he knows this filly. And he knows that if he can save ground like he did on that particular day, cut that corner, she's going to be tough to deal with. And she could get something to run at. We'll see if there's enough pace for her. But I think that if she gets a good trip, well, with any runner, right? If they get a good trip, they can be dangerous. But I think she's exceptionally proven that she can do some things if she gets the right setup. And then there is this beautiful 3-year-old filly right here. She Be Smooth. She is so exciting. Like in her debut performance at Gulfstream Park, it was really, really nice to see that. But then when she got to the Devon Dale, that was like, oh my goodness. That was really impressive. Now, the big question is, can she stretch that out from the mile to a mile and a 16th? And I believe if she gets a proper setup, oh my goodness, she's extremely dangerous because she's very, very, very talented. Even though she's lacking experience, she's really, really, really talented. And if she gets something to run at, she's very, very dangerous. Now, in her most recent performance, she, in the Gulfstream Park Oaks, didn't really get anything to run at. And the reason why I thought it was a really impressive performance, she didn't have much pace to run at. You see their split times, 24, almost 24 and 2 for the opening quarter. So I'm like, 24 and 1, 48 and 2 for the half. Yeah, that's not much for her to run into. And so if she can go on a mile and a 16th, she can get a little bit more of a push for the half mile. She'll have a great setup, and she will come running. And I think that she actually, because she's such a deeper closer, she'll stay out of trouble. She'll go to the back of the pack, and hopefully they'll be able to save some ground and then find themselves a seam. Hopefully she won't have to circle the entire field of, 13 other runners on Oaks Day. But if she just gets a setup, and I believe that she will, because we talk about this all the time. There are race days when, just the excitement, the anxiety, everything's amped up quite a bit. And so you'll have some horses that they may get a little too excited and the rider may not be able to hold them up. So you might have 1 or 2 horses you don't expect to be on the front end to be up there on the front end. And so that's where we get into the situation of, okay, if we're going to run this race today, and given the pace scenarios and the past performances, who would I take today? Well, if these horses are coming into the race and they're healthy, man, I would take Explora. First off, it's Bob Baffert, and this runner has been very consistent. And I think she's been versatile enough. She can go to the front end and run them off their feet if they dilly-dally, or if they want to get froggy and jump out there and be assertive, she can sit just off and then make a strong move in the stretch. If she runs, I don't think that there's any other runner in the field that can match her. So if they were to run the Oaks today, Explorer would definitely be my top pick. But I'm telling you, I'm going to continue to look at this, and I'm hoping I can identify some more speed. And if I can identify some more speed, then I'm definitely going to go with She Be Smooth. I think she's really talented, and I think she's got enough ability without the experience to run them all down. Her turn of foot is really electrifying. So we'll see if she has a chance to use it if she gets the setup. But I'm a little doubtful right now. The obvious Oaks concerns are that there's not a lot of pace in the race. And the same thing is happening right now as we're looking at the Derby field. There's not a lot of clear-cut speed in the field. And so the beauty of this is you can wait, and then get to the day before. Once again, take a look at that field and then say, you know what? I don't see a whole lot of speed here. The same thing happened for me when I scored with Country House in 2019. I had made good money at Oaklawn Park beating the Bob Baffert horses. I scored with Omaha Beach, but Omaha Beach scratched, so I'm not going to use that horse. I scored with Long Range Toddy in the prep, but I didn't think Long Range Toddy was good enough. Maximum Security was there. I didn't think he was good enough because I never take speed in a Kentucky Derby, and I thought there was other speed to go with him. The only reason why I picked Country House is because the horse was training well. It's Hall of Famer Bill Mott, and I was intentionally looking for a price. And I just happened to get lucky, no doubt about it. But, as I tell everybody, the horse didn't get put up from 16th to 1st. The horse got put up from 2nd to 1st. That means the horse had to be in the mix, running in the race from the beginning, and gave themselves a chance to win. They should have pushed right past Maximum Security in the stretch, but they couldn't. So we got the gift of being put up at 71 to 1. And that's because I made that choice the day of the Kentucky Derby, because I did not like any of the other horses. There you go. If you don't like them, don't play them. That's how we do it here on Horse Race Bets. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, we will see you here. I'm Ken Rudulph. Good luck and enjoy whatever you're into.